All right, I am reading chapter 4 of Junie B. Jones and that Meanie Jim's birthday. Chapter 4, Moving. The next morning, I didn't get out of my bed. Not even when Mother hollered, "Time for breakfast." She came into my room. "Didn't you hear me, Junie B? It's time to eat," she said. I looked up from my pillow. "Yeah, only I'm not even hungry. Plus also I'm moving today," I said. Mother smiled. She sat up on my bed. "You're moving, huh?" she asked. "And exactly where will you be going?" I did my shoulders up and down. "Somewhere," I said. "Somewhere where?" she asked. "Somewhere not here, that's where," I said. Mother hugged me. "This is still about Jim's party, isn't it?" she said. "You're still worried about not getting an invitation." "No, I'm not," I said, "on account of I'm not even going to that school anymore, on account of I'm moving today." Mother shook her head. Then she went out of the room, and she and Daddy did whispering in the hall. Pretty soon, Daddy came in. He gave me a piggyback ride to the kitchen. Then Mother made my favorite hot cereal, and she let me have all the brown sugar I wanted. She sat down next to me. So there's Junie B. riding piggyback on her dad into the kitchen. "You know, Junie B, Jim is only doing this to hurt your feelings," she said. "He just wants to get a reaction from you, that's all." "Sure he does," said Daddy, "and when someone's trying to hurt your feelings, there's only one way to get back at them. You have to pretend you don't care," said Mother. "You have to pretend you don't even want to go to that party. Because if you pretend you don't want to go, it will take all the fun out of it for him." Daddy winked. "You can do that, can't you?" he asked. "You're the best little pretender in the entire world." Just then my whole face lighted up, because that word gave me a great idea. "Hey, I just figured out where I can move to. It's called It's a Small World After All, and it's at Disneyland. Remember that, Daddy? It's all those puppets kept on singing that song over and over and over and over again." I smiled. "That'd be a happy place to live, don't you think?" Daddy looked at me a real long time. Then he put his head down on the table, and he started knocking on the edge. Mother pulled him up from there. They went in the hall and did more whispering. After a while, Mother called to me from the bedroom. "Junie B, could you come pick up the phone, please? It's your grandfather. He wants to talk to you for a minute." I picked up the phone. "Hello?" "Hello yourself, little girl," said my Grandpa Frank Miller. "What you up to this morning?" "I'm moving today," I told him. Grandpa Miller sounded upset. "Moving?" he said. "Oh, no, you can't be moving. If you move, then you won't be able to come over to my house on Saturday." I crinkled up my eyebrows at him, because the conversation smelled fishy, that's why. "Yeah, only how come you want me to come to your house?" I asked. "And how come it has to be on Saturday?" "Because Saturday's the day I do my work around here, remember?" he said. "You're still my little helper, aren't you?" I thought very careful. "Yes," I said. "On account of sometimes I help Grandpa fix stuff. It's called odd jobs, I think." "Are you doing odd jobs?" I asked him. "Is that why you want me to come there?" "Sure, I'm doing odd jobs," said my grandpa, "but I can't do them without my little helper, can I? You're the one who wears a tool belt, aren't you?" I smiled, very proud, because Grandpa Miller's tool belt is the bestest thing I love. It has a jillion tools hanging off that thing. It wraps around me 2 whole times, and I don't even cave in. Just then, Grandpa Miller made his voice real quiet. "You haven't even heard the best part yet," he whispered. "Guess what I'm going to be fixing?" I whispered back, "What?" Then Grandpa said for me to hang on a minute on account of he wanted to close his door, or else Grandma might hear. "If your grandma hears, and she'll want to be my helper instead of you," he said. I waited very patient. "Ready?" he said. "Ready," I said. "Okay, I'm going to be fixing the upstairs toilet." Just then my mouth came all the way open, because fixing the upstairs toilet is the dream come true, that's why. "Are you going to take the lid off of the top, Grandpa? Are you going to keep flushing it and flushing it? Are you going to watch all the water go out of that thing?" I asked. "Sure I am. Of course I am. That's half the fun of fixing the toilet, right?" he said. "Right," I said, very excited. "Plus also, I love that big ball that floats on the top." "Me too," said Grandpa. "I love that big ball too. And so can I count on you, can I? You and I have a date on Saturday, right?" I thought some more. "Yeah, only there's something you forgot, Grandpa." "What?" he asked. "What did I forget, little girl?" I raised my eyebrows at that silly head. "You forgot that I'm moving today." That was chapter 4.